Good morning, students. This is Aditya Ranjan presenting over here today's biology class, which is organized for standard 9, and today we are going to discuss the topic air, the abiotic component, which is the first topic of our chapter, the natural resources. Previously, in this chapter, we had introduced about the natural resources. This is our second video. We had already studied and made one video earlier. Today, and by the time within 1 or 2 days, these 2 videos will be published within your class. And so in this video, we have to study about the first material of the natural resources. See, in natural resources, we have to study about the biosphere. In previous chapter, we had already discussed about it. In biosphere, the 2 components of biosphere are over there. First one is biotic components related to all living things. And the second one is abiotic components related to air, water, soil, followed by 4 biogeochemical cycles, which are water cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, ozone layer, and finally nitrogen cycle. These 4 biogeochemical cycles are made based on the 4 early primitive elements which were formed with the formation of Earth during ancient time. So we had an idea about all these things in previous overview video. Today directly we are going to discuss about the first topic of the syllabus, that is air. Okay, this is the first component or the first topic of our abiotic component. So first of all, what is air? If it is come in our mind, what is air? If it comes in our mind, simply we are thinking and we are saying that air is nothing but just a composition of all the gaseous mixture which is found within our Earth's environment. But what is the exact composition? What is the meaning of air? What are certain significances? And what is its role to control our climate? Regarding these 4 topics, we have to study in this video. So first one, air. The significances are 2 significances. Number 1, air is the breath of life. Okay. Simply, it is very frequently asked question, what is air? Okay. So in NCERT chapter, the first note of air it is given, the air is the breath of life. Always remember in your mind, what is air? The breath of life. The breath of life is called air. Similarly, regarding water, what is water? A wonder liquid. Okay, no need to say that what kind of compound is it and how does it form. No, these 2 things are very frequently asked, and always you have to keep these things in your mind. Air is the breath of life and water is a wonder liquid. About water we will discuss in further videos. So the first and foremost significance is the breath of life is air. Means if there is no air, means there is no life. The breathing element, the breathing gases like oxygen, the fresh air we are intaking, and the exhaling. We are inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide. These two gases in the form of breathing come to us through air. That's why this is called that air is the breath of life. Fine. Now second one, the composition of air. Regarding composition of air, two things or three things always keep in your mind. Basically, air is composed of two elements. Number one, nitrogen, and number two, oxygen. See, regarding these two elements composition, the final composition of these two elements must be 99%, among which the nitrogen composition fluctuates, like somewhere you will find this is 78%, somewhere you will find this is 78.8%, or you can say this is 79%. Similarly, based on the composition of one, like nitrogen, the oxygen composition will be decided, and it is being substituted from the 99% composition. Like if nitrogen will be 78%, then directly the oxygen will be 21%. If nitrogen will be 78.8%, then the oxygen percentage 20.2, and if we consider 79% nitrogen, then the oxygen will be 20%. So percentage ratio, it is being asked always in the examination of these two. If nitrogen is present in the atmosphere in this much content, then what will be the content of oxygen? So always keep in your mind. Including this nitrogen and oxygen, 99% over. Now, the remaining 1%, all other kind of gases are found in this, among which the only one compound of the gas, that is called carbon dioxide, it is found in this 1%, 0.03%. Okay, so this is the chemical composition, followed by certain role of climatic control in air. Climatic control, it is very necessary for us to control any kind of mishappening within the climate. So air also plays very important role to control our climate, so that the life will be the life will pursue in a very good manner, in a much easier manner. Okay. First one. What is the role of air? To keep average temperature of the earth fairly steady during the day and even during the course of the whole year. Means, जो average temperature है हमारा, air keeps average temperature it keeps the average temperature in a well-maintained form during the day throughout the year. Means, you have already observed within news bulletins that at the last of the news bulletin, the anchor used to say normally that now at the last of this bulletin, let us have the temperature forecast for the weather. Okay, regarding 4 metropolitan cities like Delhi, Chennai, Kolkata, and Mumbai. Okay, Maharashtra. These 4 metropolitan cities, conclusive average temperature is being forecasted every day within our news bulletins. Okay. So why it is? It is only just north, south, east, west regions to calculate the average temperature within every day as well as every year, so that the average temperature or the temperature plays very important role in the climate change or to make the well-maintained climate. Okay, so the air plays an important role to keep the main balance, to keep the maintained way of temperature. Fine. Second one, to prevent the sudden increase in temperature during the daylight hours. Okay. Second term is if certain kind of increasing or decreasing occurs during the day light hour, means during the day when sunlight is present, then what happens? If the temperature increases, means it becomes hot. It when it will be in a drastic mode, then it results droughtness, okay, and humidity, and too hotness in the temperature, followed by, you can say, global warming, as well as if the temperature will be fallen down during winter season, then what will happen? Fog, smog, the sun will go away, there is no sunlight, okay, the too much coldness will happen in the atmosphere, and the normal life is just being, drastic, in a drastic moment. So just to prevent any kind of increase or decrease in temperature, just to maintain the temperature balance, okay, these two things, followed by third one, to slow down the escape of heat into outer space during night. What happens? This is related to the winter season. During night, almost we used to feel that normally at night, certain the nights are being too much cold. Okay, always being weather forecast, it is seen that day before yesterday you have already felt, and we have already felt that this day was the coldest day throughout the 25 years ago. Okay, and this day is the hottest day throughout the last 50 years. So how this comparison occurs? This comparison occurs based on the escape of heat throughout the space during the night. What happens? Normal temperature is required related to each and every season, either you can say summer season or winter season, normally these two seasons. Okay. So if any kind of drastic change in this occurs, then such kind of escape of heat occurs during the night, and finally too much coldness and too much hotness will come in the nature or in the atmosphere as a resultant, which will also play or plays drastic change in our day-to-day life. So, and finally, by this we have observed that during this maintenance of the average temperature, followed by prevention of the certain increase or decrease in temperature, to maintain the average temperature, in maintenance of the average temperature, as well as to prevent the increase and decrease in the temperature, and finally to slow down the heat of the night, to escape it within the outside. What happens? It happens that air is being fluctuating itself, means any kind of uneven heating and movement comes in the property of air. By this air won't become or won't remain just a kind of air in itself, it becomes wind. Okay, this meaning indicates that regarding all these functions, means when it comes to prevent the increase or decrease of temperature, or to maintain the average temperature, or to slow down the escape of the heat, whatever, at that case, in all these cases, air has to become in different mode, uneven or regarding its movement. So by this it forms in the wind formation, which will also play important role in different things, Okay, it will cause thunder, it will cause rainfall. Okay, so by this, in this video, we have in a very shortcut way discussed about and seen about the basic significances of air as well as its main contribution in the climate control. By this, our this class is being over. Finally, in next video, we'll talk about the remaining parts of this abiotic component of the natural resources. Thank you.